and this is second and final reading.
The introduction is self-explanatory, the items that are in here. I'm going to defer to the commission and the manager for any questions you may have.
Does anyone on the commission have a question?
No.
No? So I do, because I, of course, was not here last month, so I did not get the opportunity to hear the detail. And while I tried very diligently to get as much information as possible, because this is such an important item, I was not able to get all the information I needed for the first portion, which is the cost of living addition, or rather change. So I want to pass the gavel to the Vice Mayor, and I would like to make a motion to remove the first item, the cost of living, so that I have a little bit more time until the next meeting to bring that back for us to vote, so that we can proceed with 2 and 3, because as I understand, we really need to vote on that tonight, but the first item can wait. So I'm making that motion, and
is there a second? Okay. So hearing no second, that motion will fail, and then the original motion will remain on the table.
Thank you for doing that back. So Audra, can you please just, for the sake of the record, clarify the cost of living amount?
Absolutely.
Sure.
I would be glad to. So I went through the details because I anticipated this question. The general fund total changes are $535,000.
So what is the purpose for the increase of the cost of living to the salaries?
So this was to take the cost of living adjustment, which was originally budgeted for April 1st, 2023, 6 months of the year, and to back it to October 1, 2022, to make it a full year COLA.
And we are increasing the 3% because of what reason?
We're not increasing the 3%. We're just making it for the entire year. In other words,
all right,
awarding
forgive
the
me,
3%.
I was not here the entire year. So,
Yes. So it would
walk me through the history.
Yes.
So last year, the employees of our city received an increase based on the Evergreen study, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So why wasn't this cost of living increase baked into that amount? Why is this a secondary increase is my question.
Stan, would you like to explain? Because Stan had particular reasons why he was bringing this back.
Sure, thank you.
Yes, the reason is that the data by the time we had received it for the Evergreen study was getting stagnant. It was already 2 years old, so we needed to implement that as soon as we could. So we implemented the study at that time, which was in April 3rd of 2022.
So April 3rd, 2022 is when the salaries were adjusted for everyone, or was it throughout the year?
For everyone at that time. Yes.
Okay. And so last year there was no cost of living increase. It was just that one adjustment.
There was a cost of living adjustment on April 17th of 2022.
So there's cost of living adjustment and a salary adjustment.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
Mayor.
So again, I want to understand, and really for the purpose of the public and anyone that's listening, why are we making it retroactive if there was a cost of living adjustment last April?
Would you like me to address it? It was in the original budget when presented. They decided to remove it. The reason they were backing it back to October 1st is so that every year it would be in the original budget in its entirety for a full year at a time, and not only for 6 months of the year, so that the commission could see what a full year's adjustment costs, because all the commission has seen for a number of years now is that the 6-month worth of raises, and not what the COLA costs the city on an annual basis. That also was designed to be transparent and keep up with. We gave a COLA last year, that was the regular budgeted COLA, to keep us going, because that data was 2 years old, so they went ahead and gave the COLA last year. But they wanted to go ahead and do it. The plan originally was to give it again 10-1 so that we maintained that progress, that we didn't get further behind than we already were, with salaries incomparable to other municipalities and other organizations in the county. That was strictly the decision.
So when was the study completed?
April 3rd of 2022.
April 3rd, 2022. And we have the completed study?
I believe that was provided to you
No?
in your data? No?
The study has been completed minus the job descriptions, yes.
Okay, so the study was completed in April 3rd, 2022, but the information in the study was already stagnant?
By that time, we were working off data that we had received over the period of 2 years. And with the market changing the way that it is, that's the real reason for the COLA. That's the reason, yes.
Okay, and please know that I'm asking all these questions because it's important that we go through
Of
this. We have
course.
to be good stewards of the public's money, and I think everyone in the commission feels very strongly about that. And I want for the record to say that I certainly believe that those that deserve to get a raise should absolutely, and however, I think it should be merit-based, and I believe that while everyone should be at whatever level that is comparable to other cities, I just didn't have enough information to be able, and I still don't, regrettably, to be able to compare. I'm still not understanding the retroactive. I've never seen a cost of living in anywhere else. I don't know if any other cities do this. Do other cities make cost of living retroactive that you know of?
I don't know any history of others.
Okay. So the financial impact of this would be $550,000, $55,000?
There you go.
Yes,
520.
that would be the
Over
maximum.
500,000.
Okay. And so that is for 6 months, correct?
That is the 6-month impact. The 6 months of that impact was already in the budget.
Okay.
Because it was budgeted for April 1, yes, ma'am.
So for the year, it would be $1 million impact, correct? For 12 months?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So this $1
Mayor?
million is going to carry over? Again, for the purpose of the public understanding, this would have a $1 million impact for every year after this, correct?
Correct.
At least.
It is an ongoing.
Of
correct.
course, it's an
Yes.
increase.
It's a recurring expense, yes, ma'am.
Right. And so is there, Mr. City Manager, are we continuing this practice of having a 3% across the board cost of living increase, or are we going to merit-based increases?
The idea is that we're going to do a combination of merit and COLA for the future. And when we start our initial budget discussions, we're going to bring that to you for your approval going forward.
Is there any discussion from the dais, any debate? No? All
I
right.
just want to say that.
You're recognized.
Yes, thank you. I'd just like to say that before the mayor was in office, we had been briefed previously on these issues.
Great. All right. With that, I'll take a motion.
Certainly.
Maybe I have more. So especially for the employees that are making the lower end of the salary, I'm very much in full support of that because for the reasons that you mentioned, inflation. When we start getting to the much higher salaries, I believe that that is different. So I just want to say that for the record, my biggest concern is having employees that received a much, I'm not positive, but I assume a much needed increase based on the Evergreen study of up to 30%, them receiving an additional 3% when potentially it could have been given to the other employees that were making much less is something to discuss for the future. So that was my
Understood.
biggest concern. It's a double dipping. It feels like a double dipping to me. So is there any public comment?
No,
Did
ma'am.
anyone sign up?
Not for this item.
No. Okay, thank you. I'll take a motion then.
So moved.
I need a second.
Second.
Okay, this is an
A-
ordinance.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Commissioner Joseph,
Yes,
Commissioner Lama,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Vizcarra,
Yes.
Mayor Svechin.
No, for the reasons that I stated.
Okay, the ordinance is adopted 3-1.